Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome back. Like, I feel like it's been so quiet on my channel, but we're here. Excuse me. I'm Aja A for those of you guys that have never seen one of my videos. Again, welcome back to those of you guys that have been rocking with me. This time around, this video, it's a few days late, but I still wanted to get it up. I was looking over my channel and I saw that last year I got the Taurus video up late as well, and I ended up not doing tarot forecasts until the Sagittarius full moon, so I didn't want to fall into that cycle again. So although this is late, I have a video for you, and I will have Taurus lunar cycle tarot forecast going up over the next week. You guys be patient with me, okay? Excuse me. So with that being, y'all know I'm used to having curly hair and it not being in my face. This video is for the Taurus new moon. For those of you guys that don't know what a new moon is, or that aren't, you know, completely hip, that is the point in the lunar cycle when we cannot see the moon. It looks as if it's not in the sky. It starts a new lunar cycle, and the new moon is associated with new beginnings, new cycles, and on the shadow side, because it's associated with a little bit of mystery, excuse me, we also can be dealing with a little bit of anxiety and tension. And remember that the moon governs our emotions, so anything that you are emotionally invested in or anything that you're emotionally attached to, you tend to see those things kind of come to the forefront during the new moon in the shadow, and certain things, depending on what lunar cycle we're in, tend to be a little more prominent at any given time, right? So this time around, the new moon was in Taurus. Taurus is the sign of the bull. So basically, this lunar cycle is going to be all about charging forward and standing our ground, and that ground being soil that we've, you know, laid out, things that we want to do, things that we want to see happen for us, charging forward and getting to that point to where we can cultivate upon that ground, and then also standing our ground and being firm in what it is that we are bringing in for ourselves. So let's get into it. Excuse me, y'all. My water is all the way across the room. Oh my gosh. I so badly think I need some water, but whatever, we'll make it through. This new moon was last Sunday on the 4th at 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. It's passed already, so, you know, whatever. Again, talking about Taurus, Taurus is the bull. Taurus is the sign of determination. It's a sign of practicality. It's a sign of diligence and stability, and also patience. And Taurus is ruled by Venus, so Taurus is the sign associated with sensual pleasures. It's also a sign associated with love. So there are a few things that are going to be pretty, like I said earlier, prominent for us during this lunar cycle. And the first thing with Taurus in this new month that we're coming into, not necessarily calendar month, but this new month as far as the astrological cycle goes, I was talking about planting and cultivating seeds. So with this being Taurus energy and talking about that earth, that grounded, that stable energy, we are looking at the things, because we're 1 month in for the astrological year, right? So we are now looking at, okay, we're getting started in something new. We're in our new chapters. We used all last year to sit here and to release and to heal. Now we're ready to really get shit popping. So we just came off of the Aries lunar cycle, which was, okay, where do we need to be making moves? How do we need to be making moves? Now we're in Taurus, and we're really in the how do we need to be making moves, right? Taurus is a sign of practicality. So we're going to be looking at, okay, what is it that I want to be a solid foundation for me? And because we're talking about earth energy here, we're looking at things in our tangible world. Y'all, I need some water. Now you guys know my secrets. I don't get dressed all the way. I just get dressed from the top up. I be in here looking like a hobo from the waist down. I feel so much better. Oh my gosh, I needed that so bad. Good Lord. Okay, where was I, y'all? Okay, looking at the things that we want to see play out for us in the tangible world. So we're looking at our careers, we're looking at our finances, our relationships, our family foundations, things of that sort. Seeing, okay, how do we want to build upon these things? How do we want them to grow? And how can we start making moves now to make sure that over time, this is what is actually happening? So you may find yourself in situations during this lunar cycle where you're having conversations with your family about old things that you guys are working through. You may find yourself looking at how you are saving your money and shifting the way that you do your financial plan or shifting the way that you budget. You may be looking at where you live right now and going, okay, is this where I want to stay or do I want to go somewhere else? And how can I get somewhere else, or how can I make where I'm at now, completely align with what I want and how I want to be comfortable in my space, things like that, okay? Excuse me. Another thing with Taurus is a sign of comfortability. Tauruses like to chill. If you know any Tauruses on their shadow side, we like to call them lazy because they can be. But I still love y'all. Cancers love Tauruses, so don't come for my neck. With Taurus being a sign of comfort, you can definitely expect during this next month to be kind of pushed out of your comfort zone with this being a new lunar cycle. So we're in a new chapter. We've all stepped into our new chapters, especially you Tauruses. We're all in this new chapter here. We're all in this spot of where, okay, now we need to start really building upon what it is that we want to see play out, right? And dealing with Taurus energy, which is a sign that loves to be comfortable, with the new moon coming around, this new, fresh, rejuvenative energy. Is rejuvenative a word? Did I just make that up? I hope I didn't. I'm a writer, so I know a lot of words, but sometimes I feel like I be making shit up. I feel like I might have made that one up. But y'all know what I meant. So with this new moon energy coming in, with the sign of Taurus, that Taurus energy, you may feel yourself in this space where you're like, okay, I know what I got to do to get to the next step, but I'm so comfortable being here and living my life like this that I don't necessarily want to do that. But if you want to get to that next step, if you want to get to that life that you want to live, you're going to have to put some effort and some work into moving away from old habits, moving away from that old chapter. Remember, we're closing it up. We're already in the new astrological year, so we're no longer we shouldn't be carrying around things that aren't going to serve us in this next year, in this next chapter. So why stay stuck and stagnant in those same ways? You know what I'm saying? Take this new moon and Taurus energy to actually allow yourself to be pushed out of your comfort zone and comfortably take steps into the new, into the unknown. All right, so also Taurus, like I said earlier, is associated with the sign, Taurus is the sign associated with sensual pleasures, the pleasures in life. So also during this lunar cycle, I would say a lot of us are going to feel this energy of being reconnected with our passions, being reconnected with the things that we like to do. I don't know about y'all, and I've been so off. I haven't looked into like any of my transits or anything in my chart recently. I've been like, y'all know I'm a creative. I've been like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything. And it's not that I don't want to, it's just like I haven't had time. Or when I do have time, I want to sleep or something of the sort. So for a lot of us in this month coming up from May to June, we're going to be feeling like, okay, this spark to get back into doing what it is that makes us happy, doing what it is that we love, okay? Also about Taurus, this is a fixed sign, so we're going to be dealing with fixed energy. The fixed signs take what the cardinal signs push through, and they do the work, they do the building, and then they push it through to the mutable signs for them to kind of wrap it up and bring things all together to move us forward, right? So this is a month of work. This is the month where, like I said, we're going to be doing the work so that we can set ourselves up to come into alignment with our highest good, with our highest self, with the things that we want to see play out for us. And, with change, there has to come work. Things don't just change because you want them to. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the energy and the due diligence to see those things play out once you have realized what the change needs to be, okay? This is an earth moon, so going back a little bit to talking about how the moon governs our emotions. This is an earth moon, so earth signs are not very emotional. It's not a very emotional energy. It's an earth energy. So when the moon is in an earth sign, I do say that the energies are not really as heightened as they would be in other signs like water or like fire. But also because we're dealing with earth, when you do have emotions coming up during this month, because it is earth energy, you may feel yourself being in this space where you feel a little confused or you don't understand your emotions. But also Taurus is governed by Taurus and Libra are governed by Venus, so it may be a little bit easier to understand, to work through. I don't feel like this is going to be a very emotional month for many people. That just depends on your chart though. All right, let's go. Damn, y'all, I thought that was the end of the video. Just kidding, I got another section. Let's go a little bit into numerology. This moon came in 14 degrees. So the number 1 deals with the energy of manifestation, independence, and new cycles. The number 4 is the number of stability and foundation. So again, going back into this, we're planting seeds that we're trying to cultivate. That is really what this month is for. So I feel like this is last month with the Aries new moon or the Aries lunar cycle, we had the cosmic reset. So we stopped, we said, okay, what's not working, what's working, what do we need to do? Now we're in Taurus, and this is kind of like, okay, we figured out what's not working. Now it's the time to do the work for what is working, okay? 14 breaks down to 5. 5 is the number of change. We're also in May at the start of this Taurus lunar cycle for most of the Taurus lunar cycle. So the 5 energy is pretty heavy, but not in a bad way. So as I said, we're looking at the seeds that we want to plant and moving away from our comfort zone. So this change and adaptability and transformation is coming in, and that is what we're here for in this month, you guys. So as things come in, as new opportunities come in, as, you know, what happened back here? As opportunities start to come in, as you see things start to shift, again, don't be the resistance to the change. Just go with it. See where life leads you. Why not? You know, you can always go back to square one if it doesn't work out for you. But I feel like May is going to be a very positive month for a lot of people. This new moon happened on a 3-day. We are in a 3-year. I have a video about that. I'll link it down in the description box for you guys. We're in a 3-year, so community, creativity, communication. This moon falling on this day brings in this energy of, okay, what are my resources? What can I pull from to help me plant these seeds and to cultivate them in the way that I would like to? Creativity. What alternative approaches can I take to building upon these foundations that I like to lay out for myself, or that I've already laid out for myself that I need to start building upon, right? And then communication. What do I need to put out? What do I need to get back? Where do I need to research? What do I need to learn in order for this to be as successful as I would like it to be? So this 3 energy is kind of bringing it all together in this month of change with this 5 energy. And it's just like, okay, here's the foundation, here's the vision, and then here's the energy of change that you need to go along with it, all right? So this Taurus new moon, I'm kind of excited for this month. I'm excited for this lunar cycle. And I don't know if that's because I like Tauruses or because we're getting closer to my birthday in June or what, but feel very positive energy for this month. I also feel like there's going to be a lot of work done, a lot of shifts for a lot of people. I feel by the end of the month, by the time June rolls around and we're in the Gemini lunar cycle, a lot of us are going to be looking back like, wow, a lot has changed from the beginning of May to the beginning of June, and I don't even know when I did that. I don't even know how I did that, but the thing is, we're coming into alignment, like I said, with our highest good, so the work that needs to be done will be done. You just have to, like I said, let life lead you, go along with it, go with the flow, as I speak from my Cancerian heart. Okay, you guys, so I already did the recap, so cool. If you do intentions, we're a little bit past the new moon. We're coming out of the shadow. You can do intentions the whole lunar cycle if you'd like to. It's all about what you intend, you know what I'm saying? So just, if you do intentions, I would do them in regards to your earth elements, your physical things like your finances, your careers, your families, your relationships, abundance, and what else do I have written down here? Oh, and happiness, ruled by Venus. Okay, so the people that are going to be mostly affected by this lunar cycle, by this new moon, are people with their moons in Taurus and 14 degrees or 6 or 7 degrees, either side of that. Personal planets in Taurus or personal planets in 14 degrees or close to it. People with Taurus heavy, fixed heavy, or what else do I got here? Earth heavy charts. You will definitely feel a lot of change and shifts coming in with this moon. So that's me. The last half of my chart is pretty much all in Capricorn, and I'm a rising Capricorn, and I'm a Cancer sun and Cancer moon, so I'm ruled by the moon anyway. So the moon just be taking me through all the motions in all the 12 months. So shout out to y'all that don't have all that Cancer or earth energy in your chart. But even if you do during this time, you're just going to be dealing with a lot of change and transformation. So it's all good, right? Okay, you guys, anything that I need to shamelessly plug in this video? Yes, check out your vernal equinox tarot forecast. I have that linked somewhere, or if it's not, it's on my page. Also, we're in retrograde season. I am doing a retrograde reading sale. You can find that information down below in the description box as well. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in and sitting with me through my cotton mouth. I'm about to go down this bottle of water. And oh yeah, check out your tarot forecast. They'll be going for the Taurus lunar cycle. They'll be going up over the next 7 days. Let me not say week because perspective, but over the next 7 days, you shall see those being uploaded onto my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time.